Dear students, good morning. This is your economics online class. We are discussing the 8th chapter, Indian economy before and after independence. In the last class, we completed about achievement of green revolution, weakness of green revolution, second green revolution, and large scale industries. Okay, in large scale industries, the public sector and private sector industry, everything we discussed. Today we have to continue the small scale industries and the role of the small scale industry in the economic development, and also micro, small and medium enterprises. Okay, let me discuss about the small scale industries. The small scale industries play an important role for the development of Indian economy in many ways. So about 60 to 70% of the total innovations in India comes from the small scale industries. So that many of the big businesses today were all started small and then nurtured into the big businesses. Okay, they are not started the beginning itself in the big level. Okay, all the businessmen, mostly the businessmen are starting their businesses in the small scale, and then they increased their firm and increased their production, and then they continued as a industry. Okay, firm into industry. So that today we're all started small and then nurtured into big businesses. So the role of the SSI in economic development of the country is briefly explained in the forthcoming paragraph. Role of the SSIs in the economic development. Role of SSIs in economic development. The first one is providing employment. The small scale industries use labor intensive techniques. So they provide employment opportunities to the large number of people. Okay, through the SSIs, the people getting employment opportunities. Thus, they reduce the unemployment problem to great extent. So through the SSIs only, the unemployment problem will be reduced. SSIs provide employment to artisans, technically qualified persons and professionals, people engaged in traditional arts, people in villages and unorganized sectors. These are the people getting employment opportunities through the SSIs. Okay, then the employment capital ratio is high for the SSI. Okay, so that it creating the employment opportunities and providing the employment opportunities to the village peoples, especially the artisan, technically qualified person, the people engaged in traditional arts, people in villages and unorganized sectors. Okay, they are all getting benefit. And also the employment capital ratio is increased by the SSIs. Then it brings balanced regional development. The SSI is bringing regional development. It also the balanced regional development. So it promotes decentralized development of industries, as most of the SSIs are set up in the backward and rural areas. So that the backward and rural areas people getting the benefit. What is the benefit here? The employment opportunities and their lifestyle also will be increased, so that the regional imbalance will be reduced here. So the balanced regional development will be created. So through the SSI, it promotes decentralized development of industries. The SSIs are set up in the backward and rural areas. So they remove regional disparities by industrializing rural and backward areas and bring balanced regional development. So it can provide employment opportunities and remove regional disparities, and it can create industries in the rural areas and also the backward areas, so that it brings the balanced regional development. There is no partial development, balanced regional development in the backward areas. They help to reduce the problems of congestion, slums, sanitation and pollution in cities. They are mostly found in outside city limits, so that it helps to reduce the problems of congestion, slums, sanitization, and pollution in cities. So that they are mostly found in outside of the city limits. Then, so they help to improve the growth of local entrepreneur and self-employed professional in small towns and villages of India. So, it helps to mobilization of local resources. It can mobilize and utilize the local resources like small savings, entrepreneurial talents, etc. So they help to improve the growth of local entrepreneurs and also the self-employed professionals in small towns and villages of India. So they help to improve the growth of local entrepreneurs and self-employed professionals in small towns and villages of India. So it helps to mobilization of local resources. It can mobilize and utilize the local resources like small savings, entrepreneurial talents, etc. So they help to improve the growth of local entrepreneurs and also the self-employed professionals in small towns and villages of India. So they help to improve the growth of local entrepreneurs and self-employed professionals in small towns and villages of India. So it helps to mobilization of local resources. It can mobilize and utilize the local resources like small savings, entrepreneurial talents, etc. So they help to improve the growth of local entrepreneurs and also the self-employed professionals in small towns and villages of India. Pay for optimization of capital. SSI require less capital per unit of output. So they provide a quick return on investment due to shorter gestation period. The payback period is quite short in SSIs. In the small scale industries, the repayment and investment, the return on investment also very short period. Okay, their gestation period is very short. The SSIs function as a stabilizing force by providing high output capital ratio as well as the high employment ratio in capital. So that SSIs function as a stabilizing force. Okay, sustaining and stabilizing force by providing high output capital ratio and also the high employment capital ratio. It can providing or creating high employment opportunities and high output capital ratio. Then they encouraging the people living in rural areas and small towns to mobilize savings and channelize them into industrial activities, because this is small scale industries, isn't it? So that by their savings and their any resources they can utilizing in small scale in their industrial activities. It can mobilizing, okay, they can mobilizing. They encourage the people living in rural areas and a small town to mobilize savings and channelize them into industrial activities. It can help to encourage the people, those who are living in rural areas and town, the small towns. They can mobilize their savings and channelizing them into their industrial activities. The next point is promote exports. The next point is promote exports. The SSIs do not require sophisticated machinery. Okay, so that they need not to import the machines from abroad. On the other hand, there is a great demand for their produced goods. Thus, they reduce the pressure on the country's balance of payment. So that through the SSIs, the balance of payment pressure will be decreased. However, in the recent past, large-scale industries are able to borrow large funds with low interest rate and spend large sums of in advertisement only. Okay, large sum amount used by the industrialists, large-scale industrialists for their advertisement. Hence, SSIs are gradually vanishing. So they need not to advertise. Okay. So SSIs earn valuable foreign exchange through export from India. They only making their export. They need not to import any machineries. but their produced goods are very demand. Okay, so that they reducing the balance of payment in India. So not like large scale industries, they need not to advertise. Okay, that advertisement expenditure also reduced. In the large scale industries, the huge amount spent on advertising only. So not like large scale, the SSIs are gradually vanishing the advertisement expenditure. So the SSIs earn valuable foreign exchange through export from. The next point is complement large scale industries. SSI play a complementary role to large scale industries and support the large scale sector. Okay, so that it provides parts, components, accessories to the large scale industries and meet the requirements of the large scale industries through the setting up of units near the large scale industries. So the small scale industries helping the large scale industries, okay, helping to the large scale industries how it can producing the accessories of the large scale industries and the components of the products of producing large scale industries, so that the small scale industries and all set upping in near to the large scale industries to providing and supporting the accessories are parts of the producing commodities. Okay, then SSIs serve as a ancillaries to large scale industries. Okay, the SSIs play an important role here, you know that. It also serves as the ancillaries to large scale industries. Another one point is meet consumer demands. Okay, the SSI produce wide range of products required by consumers in India. Okay, the demand, whatever demand is there, the required demand produced by SSIs. Hence, they serve as an anti-inflammatory force by providing goods of daily use. So the daily commodities used by the consumer, it is satisfied by the SSI units. SSIs develop entrepreneurship. So SSIs help to develop a class of entrepreneurs in the society. So it can create n number of entrepreneurs in the society. They help the job seekers to become a job givers. Okay, so those who are seeking the job, the small scale industries providing job and also becoming increasing their entrepreneurship, and then they can give job opportunity to the others. They promote self-employment and spirit of self-reliance in the society. Okay, so that it can create self-employment, okay, and also the spirit of self-reliance in the society. Then SSI help to increase the per capita income of India in various ways. Okay, through the SSI, the per capita income also will be increased in the various ways they saying here. So they facilitate development of backward areas and weaker sections of the society. They concentrating the development of the backward areas and also the weaker section. Those who are weaker section in the society, through the SSIs they can uplift. SSIs are adopt in the distributing national income in more efficient and equitable manner among the various participants of the society. So they can develop entrepreneurship and also helping increasing the per capita income. They facilitate development of backward areas and also the weakest sections. Then it adopt the distribution national income and more efficient and equitable manner among the various participants in the society. These are the role of SSIs in economic development. This is 5-mark question. Okay, how many points they given? 8 points given. Okay, provide employment, bring balanced regional development, help in mobilizing the local resources, pay for optimizing the capital, promote export, complement large scale industries, meet consumer demand, develop entrepreneurship. So that these are the role of exercise in economic development. Then we have to move micro, small and medium enterprise. The next concept is micro, small and medium enterprises. As on now, the following monetary limits have been used for defining different kinds of industrial service units. However, these limits are subject to changes over the time. So, depends upon the sizes of the business. It can get the name. Okay, manufacturing enterprises. So, manufacturing enterprises. What are the manufacturing enterprises? Three given here: micro manufacturing enterprises, small manufacturing enterprises, and medium manufacturing enterprises. So, the micro means the investment in plant and machinery does not exceed 25 lakh. Okay, it cannot go beyond the limit. Okay, what are the limit to micro manufacturing enterprises? 25 lakh. It does not exceed 25 lakhs. Small manufacturing enterprises. The investment in plant and machinery is more than 25 lakh rupees but does not exceed 5 crores. Okay, so it can be started from 25 lakh but not exceed 5 crores. Medium manufacturing enterprises. The investment in plant and machinery is more than 5 crores but not exceeding 10 crores. Okay, this is their limit. These are the manufacturing enterprises. Okay, service enterprises. So, service enterprises is micro service enterprises, small service enterprises, and medium service enterprises. So, micro service enterprises is the investment in equipment does not exceed 10 lakh. Okay, it does not exceed 10 lakh. And small service industries, its investment is equipment is more than 10 lakhs but does not exceed 2 crore. Okay, it can create it can go through the 10 lakh but does not exceed 2 crores. Then medium service enterprises. The investment in equipment is more than 2 crores but does not exceed 5 crores. So these are the service enterprises. Okay, so micro, small and medium enterprises divided into two categories. One is manufacturing enterprises, another one is service enterprises. Okay, depending upon the manufacturing and service. So the investment in plant and machinery does not exceed 25 lakh in the micro manufacturing enterprises. Likewise, in the small manufacturing enterprises, it does not exceed 5 crores. Such a way, medium manufacturing enterprises does not exceed 10 crores. Okay, 10 crores and above. Such a way, service enterprises also. Okay, students, today we discussed about small scale industries, right? And small scale industries, a role of the exercise in economic development, micro, small and medium enterprises. Go through the video carefully. Today you have to write weekly test. Okay, you concentrate that